Mr. Kim? Yes. Are you pregnant? When you open your eyes again, it's already dark outside. Hello and welcome back to my sweet roommate. Let me fix my microphone. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games, and if you ever want me to play something, please don't hesitate to ask me. And with all that being said, it would mean the world to me if you liked and subscribed and comment hi so I can say hi back to you. Let's get started. We went to sleep, we took a nappy nap and all that good stuff, and we were trying to, I guess, get ourselves together and stuff. We were just excited that we got our new apartment. Everything is coming up on the up. Let's hope it doesn't get worse from here. Feeling strangely satisfied and refreshed, you stretch and slowly sit up. I said slowly. God, I haven't slept this good in a long time. ... Oh, shite! Right. Mr. Kim said that you sort out the rent payment in the evening. And he even offered to have dinner together. Free food. Yeah, why would we even turn down free food like that? Like, of course, we need to get out there and see if Mr. Kim is here. Crap, but this is not what's important right now. You feel a sense of anxiety build up in your throat as you check the time on your phone. 10:27 p.m. Jesus, we slept for a long time. Crap. While you silently curse yourself for being so careless, you get off the bed and start unconsciously walking back and forth. I've had those days where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take a quick 30-minute nap and then I'll get up and do something productive. And there has been times where I've taken that 20-minute nap turned into 6 hours. And it's 12 midnight and I can't do anything about the situation. And I'd be wanting to cry. I mean, if he really cared, he would have woken me up, right? It's not like you locked the door or anything. Wait a minute. You didn't lock the freaking door? Did I read that correctly? Hold on. History. It's not like you locked the door or anything. I hope she's talking about her room door, not the freaking front door like he told you to do. Speaking of that, is he even home? You cautiously tiptoe towards the door and quietly put your ear against it, trying to see if you can catch any sounds. ... He's here. You can clearly make out some footsteps sounds and moving noises coming from outside of your door. Great. Wonderful. You're not getting kicked out just yet. Maybe the dinner offer is still on the table too? Maybe. Not wanting to wait any longer, you swing the door open and walk into the hallway. Surprisingly, the hallway looks really different when it's dark. It almost has this new feel to it. Very different from the plastic perfect filming set you've witnessed earlier. You don't spend much time mulling over your perception of the hallway though, as your attention is caught by the light coming from the kitchen. The sounds are coming from there too. You don't have to be a Sherlock Holmes to deduce that Mr. Kim is there, so, not wasting any time, you walk towards the light. This is a good thing, though. He probably in there making dinner. He's like, oh, she must have been tired. He's probably making dinner. Wait. What? This can't be. Oh! Oh! Hello? I see you're making, a dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you be. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. Forgive me. Queen of the kitchen. Like it. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. When I tell y'all, I would have hit the boots and got. I would have hit the boots to get. What the hell? Oh, hey. This can't be that, right? Come on, Voyia. You're not stupid. There has to be an explanation. Is there? Right. That's Early Halloween decorations, movie props. Hyper realistic cake. I don't know. I would rather it's a hyper realistic cake. Is that hyper realistic cake you're making? You know, like those videos where everything is cake. Those are all cakes, right? No, these are real human body parts. Oh yeah, don't mask it at all, buddy. Oh, come on. You were supposed to agree with me. Oh, sorry. This is just a weird looking pig. Shite. And you just started thinking you lucked out with this apartment. What is he? A serial murderer? A cannibal? Please don't be a cannibal. At this point, I'd rather you be a murderer. Don't be a cannibal. A serial cannibal? No, wait, that's wrong. A cannibal cereal? If you're thinking about calling the police, I'd advise you against it. Oh yeah, sure. Like, no worries. I'm not gonna call the police. I like to live. You know, I love life. Oh God. Of course you're calling the police. Next thing you know, it'll be your leg he has on that cutting board. You just got out of homelessness, and you're not about to die to some cannibal serial murderer in a pink apron now. You do understand that if I get arrested, you will no longer be able to stay here, right? He's got a point. If we call the police, we can't afford the rent anymore because then we have to fork over both sides of the rent. Okay, hear me out. I understand he's got some extra activities he likes to do that we do not agree with. Living in a good apartment while he does his thing, or be on the street. Let me think it over. I don't know what I would choose. Let me think it over. But I'm gonna go lay in this comfy bed with the nice clean sheets and stuff that you made me. And can you just pass me a snack out of the refrigerator while I go? just so you can do your thing, and I'll think it over for the next 6 months. Do you read thoughts too? I don't. How do you know I want to stay here anyways? Just so you know, Mr. Kim, I have a grandma I can stay with at any time. Oh, God. His voice kind of scared me. No, you don't, Miss Voyia. And even if you do, you probably hate her enough to apply to a random suspicious listing and sign the contract all in the same day. Excuse me. Got point. You could have went to your grandma's house and instead you're here standing in the kitchen with a smanimal schmurderer, serial schmurderer. So you did it on purpose? Well, something like that. But he's right. There's nowhere else you can go now, and your only choice would be to return to life on the streets. That is so scary. It'd be silly to think police would help you with your situation too. Man, what the heck? Are you going to eat it? Yes. Okay. It's too much meat though, so I'm going to store it for the future. Okay. I don't get much tender meat often. It would be a pity if it went to waste. Is this what you meant by dinner with me? Oh, I'm a vegetarian now. If I wasn't a vegetarian before, I'm a vegetarian now. Ugh. This wasn't the dinner he was talking about, was it? What are you even supposed to do now? Do you really have to tolerate a cannibal living literally in the same apartment as you? But the life on the streets, the feeling of your skin being so dirty that no matter how hard you scrub it, nothing makes you feel clean. The long nights spent dumpster diving, going through pounds of discarded food just to be chased away by minimum wage employees that, in retrospect, are in no better situation than your own. Yes, I strongly believe that you have to weigh your options. But I'm such a right is right and wrong is wrong type of person that this right here is just wrong. So wrong. If he could prove to me that he was schmilling, I'm trying not to say the word too much because, YouTube be tripping, but schmilling a bunch of bad people, it might weigh my heart in a different way, but it would still be wrong. I don't think anyone deserves to die. That's just me. You shudder at the memories. Listen. Yes. Oh, shite. Whatever. Anything is better than going back there at this point. If they catch you, don't involve me. And don't eat me. Deal. It might take me a while, and as you can see, it's really messy. So let's talk about your payment tomorrow. Right. Well, you probably better go to sleep. Unless you want to watch. No, I don't. Absolutely not. Unless you want to clean up throw up too after you're done cleaning up this. Thanks. Well, see you tomorrow then. Yeah. Good night, my new housemate. Don't forget that I know where you sleep. Huh. We literally live in the same apartment. Why wouldn't you? Just thought I should remind you. Okay. Right. I'm leaving now. I'm going this way, and you're going to stay here. Good night, Voyia. Don't say goodnight to me. Don't say goodnight to me when you're doing bad things. I feel like you won't be able to sleep tonight. But surprisingly, you zonk out pretty quickly. Oh my god, that scared the bejeezies out of me. The next few days are still overcome with a faint sense of panic, afraid that Mr. Kim will eat you, or even worse, the police finds him and you will have to go back to the streets. But on the contrary to your fears, nothing really happens. In fact, after handling this first rent payment, you don't even see him all that much. Your shift typically starts in the early mornings and ends somewhere during the daytime or evening, depending on the day. So you thought that you would at least catch him coming home. Excuse me, I was trying to hold that back. And yet, despite all that, you don't even ever see him leaving the apartment. His shoes are already gone by the time you wake up. I have to say walk out. Wake up. 3 weeks pass by without you noticing, and still, you can't count the amount of times you've crossed paths with Mr. Kim on your one hand. So he's trying to stay out of our way, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. I'd rather it be that way. If you lived with a psycho killer and he wasn't going to kill you, but he just kind of wanted you around, you would you would want him to stay out of your way too. You don't want to talk to him because you're just going to think about all the terrible things he did. So yeah, I'd rather him stay out of my way. Those few times that you did see him, you could feel his gaze linger on you. You're not sure what that is about, but even when he is not around, you can still feel his eyes lapping at your skin. Oh, that would make me feel weird. Sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night to the sounds coming from the kitchen, which your imagination twists into the sickest imagery. But that aside, you really have nothing to complain about. You can't be more grateful to have a solid roof over your head and somewhere to return after work every day. Some form of steady housing really does change your life for the better. I guess I can understand. I can understand. I'm looking at both sides. Yes, this is a bad situation, but living on the street is so bad. Especially for women, it is so bad. it's bad for everybody all around, but there are a lot of people who take advantage of the women that live on the street by trying to SA them and harm them and even schmill them, and they end up in the kitchen getting chopped up or whatever the case may be, because they feel like no one's gonna look for them, no one cares about them. If they're on the street, no one cares about you. And so it's not necessarily true, because I don't talk about this often because I love my sister, but she has chosen the wrong path and she refuses to come home or at least reach out to any of us because she's embarrassed how her life went. It is involving schmugs and stuff. This is the sister I actually like and I love to death. She's always been there for me. The problem is that she's just embarrassed how her life is. So she'd rather live on the street, but her whole entire family, open arms, open doors for her. And again, it's not that sometimes it isn't that people don't care about these people. It's just a situation. It could be your mindset. You might be embarrassed to go back home after dealing with that, or it could be that you have nobody. But the point is that everybody's gonna look at it like you're on the street because nobody cares about you. And with that all being said, it's so bad because they like nobody's gonna look for this person, so I can do whatever I want to them. Who's gonna believe a homeless person? And that's not just women, that's men too, but I mean it's mostly women. You don't have to worry about where to sleep every single night, about not being able to shower when you want, about the chance of getting robbed if you're not careful enough, about having some privacy and so on. You hate to admit it, but you really don't regret staying here even a bit. You condemn what Mr. Kim does, but considering you're not really exposed to it anyway, even the constant dread of being butchered or kicked out if he's ever found out slowly leaves your mind. Surprisingly, even your funds start looking better now that you're able to take on more hours and leech off Mr. Kim's Wi-Fi. Hell, you even start considering getting a second job. Everything seems almost too good to be true. Oh boy, that's what I'm worried about, is it being so good that it's so bad. Did we fall? Or what the? A sound coming from somewhere within the apartment suddenly pulls you out of your deep slumber. Did something fall? Or even worse, someone. An image of Mr. Kim dragging a new corpse into the apartment suddenly pops into your head. Ugh. But what if something happened? You spend a couple of minutes sleepily contemplating if you'd rather this sound be a corpse about to be devoured by your landlord, or the very same landlord collapsing on the floor. If he collapsed on the floor, that's you being homeless again. Ugh, whatever. If it's a corpse, I'll just pretend it's a hyper-realistic cake. Yeah. Cake. As you step into the hallway, you quickly realize you weren't worried for no reason. Your housemate is on the floor, looking as if he had collapsed a few minutes prior, and you guess that's what probably happened too. You waste no time and quickly walk up to him. Hey! Hello? Hey! Wake up, Mr. Kim, please! No need to yell. Oh, finally. Good morning, USA. What happened? You okay? I wanted to shower, but I'm too tired. Oh, God, and he's hungry. And hungry. Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, you do realize that the man in front of you smells, badly, awfully. You might even say, oh my God. Abhorrently, excuse me. This man out here, stanky booty, funky booty boy. Your thesaurus session of listing symptoms for the word bad gets interrupted by Mr. Kim lightly groaning as he attempts to stand up. Jeez, what time even is it? Definitely past 12 a.m. at this point. And he just came from work? I think when he says he's going to work, I don't think he's talking about actually working. I think he might be talking about chomping, chopping, stabbing, whatever, however he gets his victims. As just another wage slave, you can't help but feel bad for him. Sure, he might be living in this nice apartment, and you would lie if you said that you didn't feel a twinge of jealousy, but what even is the point of having it if you just come here to sleep? This newfound sense of camaraderie fills you with enough sympathy to want to help the man in front of you. All right, come on, I'll give you a hand. Huh? A hand, just don't bite it, okay? I'm sure he's probably getting sick of our cannibal jokes. I know you're hungry and all, but I am not food. I remember that. You stretch your hand towards the collapsed Mr. Kim as he dumbfoundedly looks back at you. Finally, he grabs it with his and heavily gets up. Oh God, he looks so bad. That thing is still outlined so perfectly and he looks so bad. There we go. Okay, you go shower now and I'll make something for you in the meantime. What? Are you sure? Yes, I am. For once. But you seriously better go before you stink up the place or I change my mind. All right. Okay. Before you can say anything else, Mr. Kim promptly disappears behind the bathroom door. Well, that's that. Time to cook now, I suppose. For a second, you wonder if you should put Mr. Kim's Queen of the Kitchen apron on, but quickly decide against it. I mean, since it was covered in blood, I'm assuming that, no, we don't want it on at all. That thing has probably seen more blood than your blood vessels have in the entire lifetime. In your entire lifetime, sorry. Yeah, I would say, yeah, since it's been covered in blood, I wouldn't. You immediately start checking the drawers and the cupboards and search for ingredients. You and Mr. Kim haven't really divided the kitchen space, but since you don't have a lot of things anyway, you took the liberty of picking an empty one and have stored all your things in there. As you go through the cupboards, you quickly realize that, apart of the condiments and the instant ramen, there's nothing of nutritional value. In fact, most cupboards designated for food are filled to the brim with nothing but cup ramen. Okay. What the? You already feel bad for him before, but now you feel really bad. You feel so bad, in fact, that you check your own cupboard to see if you can make anything with your stuff instead. Unfortunately, it happens to be the day that you ran out of almost everything, and besides a sad handful of oatmeal staring back at you from a jar, there's nothing that you could turn into a sustainable meal. Defeated, you return to the cup of ramen hoard raining on the shelves. Cup of ramen it is, I guess. You pick a random pork-flavored package and start cooking. Cooking time. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, it's a little game. Okay. Click. Open. Put the noodles in. Put the little flavoring stuff in. We all made cup ramen, right? I think. Pour the water. Put the lid on. And we've got an item. Yay! That was actually kind of fun. Even though I did it like super slow. All done, I suppose. You try to squeeze out a smile as a sign of pride in your work, but no amount of grinning can make this sad excuse for a meal any better. All of a sudden, an idea pops in your head. An idea that's so foreign to your morals that you wonder if you started going insane cooking that cup of ramen. I mean, he's a cannibal, so what if you made some human meat for him to go together with the ramen? Ah, okay. You don't even have to look in the freezer to know that he has containers full of human meat down there. If anything, you're grateful that he at least doesn't store it in the fridge. In fact, he doesn't store anything in the fridge at all. His side is always empty and yours is just has occasional milk and eggs here and there. Don't tell me that he's just been surviving off instant ramen and human meat. Well, it's not really time to contemplate about Mr. Kim's dietary choices at the moment. He will probably be out of the shower soon. You have to decide. This goes against everything that is Voyia, 100%. But he is letting us stay here. He does eat human meat. Sure, let's cook him some meat. Well, he is a cannibal. It would only be natural to cook some human meat for him, right? You swallow as you open the freezer, cold air pouring out of it as if some sort of evil premonition. I would be so scared. It's just chicken or pork or fish. You try to convince yourself that what you would be cooking is anything but human meat as you reach for one of the freezer's compartments. When you finally find enough courage to open it, it surprisingly turns out to be nearly empty. There's just one lonely container lying at the bottom. Honestly, it's not anything like you expected it to be. No gouged out eyes, no jars with human teeth, nothing grotesque, just one small container. For some reason, just the sight of it calms you down enough for you to simply pick the little plastic box up and shut the freezer without a second thought. You absentmindedly take out a pan and start the typical process of frying meat. Heat up the pan, pour some oil. By the time you are supposed to put the meat in the pan, you've relaxed enough that you can easily do it. Thankfully, Mr. Kim had already pre-cut it into thin slices, leaving you with the easy part of the job. After a couple of minutes of spacing out in front of the stove, a familiar smell brings you back to reality. Pork. It smells just like pork. Ugh, God. Ugh. It makes my stomach turn. Did you really manage to convince yourself that it is pork after all? What in the... Hey. Oh, look at him. Oh, God. Yes, I am pregnant. No, you can't touch my belly. His schmango dangle still out. Hi, Mr. Kim. What is this shirt choice? Mr. Kim? Yes. Are you pregnant? No. Have you ever been pregnant? No. Have you ever impregnated anyone? No, I haven't. What is with these questions? Never mind. I think these were important questions. That's just me. Anyways, something smells really good. Yes. I couldn't find anything, so I made some cup ramen. And I'm frying some human meat. Mr. Kim raises his eyebrows for a second before he takes a step towards you. He gets so close that you can practically feel his breath on your face. Instinctively, you take a step back. Is he not happy? You're burning it. Oh, wait, you're right. Can you fetch my glasses from the bathroom, please? I'll take over the cooking. Yes, sure. Appreciate it. Absolutely. You can do all this. You quickly make your way to the hallway. In a way, it almost feels like a dream. Or a nightmare, depending on how you look at it. Regardless, you're just happy that you're not the one frying in that pan. Sighing, you step into the bathroom. Searching time. Woo! I like little... Okay, oh God. We're just looking for glasses. Is that a tooth? Okay, we can move stuff. That's a lot of blood. Okay, glasses. We're just looking for glasses. Is these his drawers? Let me go ahead and put these in my pocket. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look, it's me, okay? All right. Is that a old broken tooth? Sir. There they are. I knew they had to be under something. That's why I was moving stuff. Why does all this paper have... At least organize it. Let me organize this for you. Unbelievable. You're going to be a cannibal. Be an organized one. Jesus. This is unbelievable that you got your whole room looking like this. And then we'll put this here. Put this one on the side. You know, his stuff go down here. This can go over here. Put the drawers way over there. Like above that. Tweezers. Tweezers down here. At least be an organized killer. Don't be a dirty one. Put all your little stuff right here. I'm going to put... If I touch the glasses, it might end it. Jesus, people nowadays. Cannibals. I promise you. They don't even know how to... And then I'll put these in the corner. There. And then I'll sit this bottle down here. Oh, this looks perfect. This looks lovely. And then we'll sit these right here. You know, just stack them neatly. And then put your little 2 bottles right here. See? Was that so hard? Now get your glasses. I feel better already. I'm going to stop it right here, you guys. Thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Oh, big stretch. We got to cook for Mr. Kim. We organized his drawer. We made him some ramen. We stayed out of his way. He stayed out of our way. Everything's good. You know, everything's good. So with all that being said, it would mean the world to me if you enjoyed yourself, you laughed and giggled with me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see all you guys in the next episode. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Love you, love you, love you. Bye.